Morning, folks. I haven't addressed this QAnon too much, but let me just tell you something about this QAnon. My workmate, Tom Carrier, informed me about this QAnon 4chan shit over 2.5 years ago, and its supposed military coup to overthrow the Obama administration and restore the republic. I told him back then it was horseshit, just a means of appeasing the masses who are sick and tired of these elites running rampant on the world with impunity. And he says, oh no, this is the real deal, this is the real deal. Well, that was 2.5 years ago, and the Obama administration never got touched. And now you have Q again in the midst of the what you guys call the flat earth. I like to refer to it as the realization of reality. But anyway, he's in the midst of this now, continuing to appease the masses that would be actually gathering together and going after these elites. He's got everybody sitting on their ass, watching Lionel Nation, Shattering the Illusion, Anti-School, James Munder, and the rest of them who are pushing the QAnon horseshit. Well, I've addressed every one of them people onto the one fact that the depopularization of the globe through the deception projected to man is growing at an astonishing rate. And there ain't a one of them who will address the fact that, yes, we've been deceived. So, and Q does not ever mention the flat earth reality of the deception. Now, so there you go with the Q. That's all it is. It's just to appease the masses who are tired of the bullshit, I guarantee you. And now you got Trump, who jumped onto the curtails of the reality of the deception and the flat earth in his comments to gain the trust of the quote-unquote flat earth community on his interview. And I'm sure many of you seen it, and if you haven't, I cannot find the actual interview of Trump actually talking it anymore, but there are several channels out there who have the quotes per se exactly from the newscaster that questioned him and all that. Trump knows the earth is flat. Hillary knows the earth is flat. It's not a globe. Let's put it that way. It's not a globe. So, with the failure of Q to mention the flat earth, and Trump only riding the flat earth curtails to get into office and then authorizing the annual budget for NASA to continue the deception is alarming in itself. Now, you guys all say, well, Trump's for the people. Trump. Well, look at it. tRump. He's giving it to you in tRump. If Trump was even half a person rather than the deuce he is, the very first thing he would have done when he came into office would have been to repeal the National Defense Authorization Act. But yet that is still in play, and y'all don't get it. I don't know where I was even going with this. I just know that I've presented enough evidence, and I'm going to continue to use this time calculator and further prove the deception of the globe and how all of its fallacies I don't have to prove the earth is flat. I know it's not flat. We have our mountain peaks and we have our ocean floors. It's a wave realm. We live in a realm. Tesla knew it was a realm. Nikola Tesla, one of the most renowned geniuses that's ever been present in this realm. But my goal is more to prove that the ball Earth spinning through space is total deception. It all started with the Big Bang. Now I know you guys have all observed an explosion. Now, in the observance of this explosion, have you ever observed an explosion to create total order? No, shit flies all over the place. You don't end up with one boulder flinging out and all these other boulders just spinning around it as it goes out through the air and lands out in the dirt. It all falls down eventually anyway. So there's my take, and there's what's going on with the Q. It's not anything that's going to save anybody. All it is a distraction to keep the would-be uprisers, action takers, appeased so that they don't take action. I'm going to continue my venture to prove the globe is total horseshit. That's all I'm doing. Here's one more thing before I get out of here. Why is everybody trying to disprove? I mean, you got all these round earth spinning ball professors, Wolfie and M. Gulak or whatever his name, and Sly Sparkane and Red's Rhetoric, and all of them, they're all getting to where they want to disprove the flat earth round map. Now we all know that the flat earth round map is kind of distorted in its measurements because the shit don't add up right. But we don't have the means to actually go out there and make the calculations ourselves. We only can rely on what is observable. And the spinning ball is absolutely unobservable in any way, shape, or form. From the light patterns to the exposure of the moon and the sun and the different points of the plane all at the same time, it's obvious that we are a circular pattern. So, until we have the means, until we take control of this realm, repossess the equipment and the instruments to make a true map of what Earth really is from these extortionists who have done nothing but steal your money to further project the lie through the NASA fake space race program, along with funding the military-industrial complex so that these elites can figure out how to kill more of us with less effort, then we're not going to know the true dimensions of the Earth. I don't think that the Earth is the whole universe, by no means. I really am under the impression from my studies and research on this project that Earth is just a small mud puddle in the floor of the universe, and it goes on in many miles and forever infinite plane thought into existence by the great creator. And no, I don't follow the Jesus myth. I've done my research on him. All you have to do is figure out where the story of Jesus came from, and the Council of Nicaea and the Roman Empire, and all roads lead back to Rome is not just myth. It's pretty much a fact at this point in time. They're the ones that deleted history and created the history and the present that we're living right now. I encourage you all to just go grab the Bible-sized book by Edward Gibbons. Yes, it's another book written by a man, but it is the decline and the fall of the Roman Empire, and you will be astounded by the parallels of the decline of the Roman Empire and the times we're living in right now, from the idle military to the police state to the counterfeiting of the money to the transgender homosexuality and all the fucking shit. It's all in there, people. So anyway, that's about as far as I'm going to go with this right now. You guys can take it for what it's worth and unsub me. I don't care. I'm not here for the subs. I'm obviously one of the heaviest subdued channels on YouTube. I ask nobody for no money. I do all of my own investigation. I do my own research. I present it to you folks as a tool and ammunition against the deception that's been created for you. There ain't a one of you that have rights. You all are so twisted around saying, I have this right, I have that right. No, you don't have a right one. You have the gift of freedom that was granted to you by the great creator of this universe when he placed you upon this mortal realm to live out your mortal existence and your experience here. If you think you're on a spinning ball, folks, you have no clue where you're at. And if you don't know where you're at, do you think you're ever going to know why you're here? And if you don't know why you're here, do you ever think you're going to know what you're supposed to do while you're here to move on to the next realm of existence, where you won't be renting this mortal body? Anyway, you just think about what I say. I'm not anybody greater than anybody else, and there is nobody greater than anybody else. Like I said, we have freedoms. There ain't no rights that we have. Our freedoms are unlimited to the extent of being only limited by the freedoms of other mortals within this realm, so much as we don't trespass upon their liberties and their freedoms. That's where our freedoms are limited, and we don't trash Mother Earth. Anyway, I got things to do and globes to destroy. So I'm going to end this one here, short and sweet, just like it is, explaining to y'all exactly what this Q phenomenon and the Trump expose deuce is what he is. He's a deuce, a piece of shit. He's just another finger on the same hand of the puppet masters who are in control of every country out there. There is no difference in country, only in leaders, much as there is no difference in you or me other than our difference of opinion. For real, people, it's time to wake up and move on out of this fantasy that's been created for you and find reality for yourselves. I can't make you and I can't force you. It's up to you to find reality. I'm just here to present some of them facts for you to possibly contemplate in your brain. So with that, people, thanks for watching. Like I said, thumb up, thumb down, I don't give a shit. Unsub me, I don't care. You guys shouldn't be subbing anybody. You should be doing your own research. You should be gathering your own information and knowledge. You should share it, of course, because when you leave this mortal realm of existence, and if you don't share the knowledge that you've acquired, it gets lost. There are no mysteries, people. Everything is knowledge, be it forgotten, withheld, lost, or hidden. It's all knowledge, and it's all out there. There's nothing to be known that hasn't already been known. If there was, it wouldn't be there to be known. And y'all don't just get it. So I rattled on enough here, and maybe perhaps I'll put my mug on the face again. Here's another thing. You see, none of them Ball Earth professors show who they are. They all hide behind the camera. They all hide behind a fake name. The only reason, people, my name is in REM is there's a significance to it. My last name is Miner, M-I-N-E-R. In REM is a legal term in the dictionary, and it is an action against the thing. And I was very strong into the justice system and doing a lot of reading in their books when I found that. And it was about the time I actually bumped into the YouTube thing. My wife had been on YouTube for a long time before I ever started, and I thought I would perhaps help start a revolution against this corporate government, not in a violent way, but just to get you people to stop participating in the deception of the government and quit funding it. That's the only way you're going to bring this political ploy to its knee at this point in time, is to quit funding it. You can't go against what they have for the power and destruction. It's infeasible to even think that. The only way to put them out of commission is to quit funding them. Quit paying your traffic tickets. Quit going to their traffic courts. What do you think, they're going to arrest everybody that doesn't do it? If everybody don't do it? It's impossible, folks. You guys just are too busy looking at the beast. This thing right here, the beast, is what this is. It's been in your hand and it's been in your head for a long, long time. And y'all just don't see it. I don't know how else I can explain it. I've been trying for a long time. So anyway, people, that in REM is actually just my letters scrambled around, and I felt it pretty overwhelming to use their legal term in REM is my action, being my name, against the corporate government. And that's my action against corporate government. And that's why I come onto this YouTube. I do this in public too. I'm ridiculed everywhere I go, and I don't care, because I have found the truth out there. And I didn't find it by sitting on my ass. I went out and I searched for it. Nobody handed it to me. I'm giving you the information that I have uncovered myself, the knowledge and the information that I have uncovered myself. And I don't ask for no donations. I better not have no commercials. If there's a commercial on my site, somebody ought to at least let me know, because these maggots aren't going to make no money off me. I'm out of the income tax race. I don't fund illegitimate government blowing the hell out of fellow mortals. And none of you guys should be too. It's ludicrous and it's insane for you guys to sit there and diss on the government and then pay them for your mortal existence at the same moment. Anyway, this is the third time I think I said enough is enough, so let that just stew in your head. And some of you may have to watch this video 3 or 4 times to get the meaning out of it, but anyway, people, I do have things to do. I do have a life, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing off, and you all be well now until I come back and chat again, alright? Thanks for watching. See you later. Have a great day.